My name is Auggie Pullman.
If they stare, let them stare.
You're the toughest kid in that school.
I know you don't always like it, but I love it. It's my son's face.
Well, the new movie Wonder is that heartwarming and rare movie that is a feel-good film for the entire family. This is a movie about who we are on the inside, and it is a very sweet story with a strong message about kindness and having compassion for our fellow human beings. This is based on a children's book by R.J. Palazzo. It started a whole movement called Choose Kind. And what better message do you have for this day and age than to be kind for one another? That's what this movie, a film to cheer, by the way, is all about. It revolves around August Pullman. He's a young boy about to enter the 5th grade who was born with the craniofacial disorder.
You are not ugly, Auggie.
You just have to say that because you're my mom.
Because I'm your mom, it counts the most, because I know you the most.
Jacob Tremblay, who was so good in Room a couple of years ago, opposite Brie Larson. Well, here he's more unrecognizable through the prosthetic makeup and some CGI work, but he's enormously moving here as this young kid, very spirited. He's been through 27 surgeries in his young life, and now he's going out into the world, finally, against maybe the better judgment. I don't think so. I mean, his parents have the best in mind for him, and they are played, by the way, by Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson, and they set him off to a prep school here on his first day, taking off that spaceman's helmet that he always wears. This is a kid who's going to face the world and not know what he faces. And of course, there are all kinds of bullies and people at school that can't accept him. This movie shows us what happens when Auggie steps out into this environment here.
Hi. You don't have to do this. I don't know what you're talking about, Auggie. You don't have to pretend is all I'm saying. Auggie! Okay, I'm really sorry. Why are you sitting here then? Because I want some nice friends for a change. Me too.
There are good people too, certainly led by the principal, played by Mandy Patinkin here, who's got his best interest at heart as well. And then there's his older sister who's just starting high school. That's Via, and she is played by Isabella Vidovic. And we see her story too. You know, clearly she's lived with this all her life as well in dealing with Augie's problems and sort of taking second place to that, what she feels and everything else in her life, not getting the same amount of attention from her family as they do Auggie in trying to deal with this situation. But this is basically Augie's story, and Jacob Tremblay handles it beautifully here in a very, very nice, rare live action kids movie. This is a live action movie instead of an animated film, and we don't see that much anymore. I hope this film does really well. It has a lot to say, and it says it well, and I think it's right, very right for these times. For families, I highly recommend Wonder, and I say go.